So the next step is taking advantage of the dings. Not just reacting, but turning them to your advantage. And you are probably faced with ding moments on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Right? Changing regulations, changes in the industry, in the economy, in the market, in your workforce. Edicts and declarations from CEOs and owners who want things done and they want it done now. And those are easy to look at as dings that are just annoyances. And they probably are to a degree. And yet, every ding moment has an opportunity within it. Great improvisers find and leverage those opportunities. And finding and leveraging ding opportunities starts with the idea of improving the status quo. To improve the status quo. See, when ding happens, it is natural and easy for our first response to just try to get back to where we were before the ding happened. Even if that place is not so great. And even if that place shuts us off from better opportunities. I'd like to share with you an embarrassing personal example because those are the most fun things to talk about. A few years ago, I was dating a girl, and we were doing quite well. We got along great. You know, we were a good couple. We really liked each other. We were in love. But we had certain, shall we say, philosophical or spiritual or religious differences. No judgment, we just saw the world in two completely different ways. There was no way, while we were great on a day-to-day basis, there was no way we'd be able to spend the rest of our lives together and raise children. It just wasn't going to work. But we really liked each other, so we tried for a little while. But after about a year or so, we made the very mature decision to go our separate ways. So we broke up, it was amicable, it was friendly, it was good. Till a couple weeks went by, and, well, I started to feel lonely. And I started to miss her. And I started to think, well, maybe we could make it work. And I knew that I had that pain, and all I wanted to do was get back together, which is a bad place to be if you've ever been there. You know, because that's when you start sending emails you shouldn't send. Making phone calls at hours you shouldn't make phone calls. And of course, making and sending mixtapes. For those of you wondering, there's never a reason to send an ex a mixtape. In the history of breakups, there has never been a couple that's gotten back together because one sent the other a really awesome mixtape. Like, Phil Collins, our love is against all odds. No, it doesn't. Just don't do it. Fortunately, my experience was no different. We did not end up back together, which is good because we were not, that old status quo was not a good place. And fortunately, I went on to later meet someone else who was much more compatible with me, and we got married this summer, so things worked out. Yes, it's called the getting cheap applause. Thank you. Thank you. But here's the thing, all I knew was that ding moment of the breakup and the feeling lonely. I didn't care about anything. All I knew is that I wanted that pain to go away, and I knew the way to do that was to go back to the way things were before. But here's the deal, ding moments change everything. There is no old status quo anymore. So many people waste time, and not just minutes, I'm talking days, months, years of their lives trying to get back to a false past that doesn't exist anymore. Great improvisers, when ding happens, step back and ask themselves, how can I get to a place that's better than where I was before the ding happened? It's a simple question, but it's one we don't ask ourselves enough, and it's one when you ask, it opens your mind to those possibilities. How can I use this event to further our position? If you as a leader start asking this question, you can start affecting great change. If you look at every one of those dings that at first annoy you as a way, an opportunity to make something better, that's when you move forward. And if you can get the other leaders in your organization to do the same thing, that's when the whole organization can move ahead.